Have you ever felt guilty about how much God has done for you? Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today I want to talk about God's blessings in our lives. And I don't know about you, but I feel so blessed by what God has done for me. And I'm not just talking about, he made this world or he sent his son Jesus to die for my sins. I don't mean that sort of thing. I mean how much God has blessed me specifically, me and my family. We have it really easy. And I see these news stories about, people who lost everything in a fire or people who live in countries where they're constantly afraid of dying, or people that don't have anywhere to live or enough food to eat or clean water to drink. And I start feeling guilty about all that I do have when I look at all the people who don't have what I have. And don't get me wrong, my family has had some hard times. I remember when I was little, there was a time where my dad lost his job, and it took a while for him to find another good job, but everything's fine now. And in fact, the job that my dad has now is a lot better than the one that he lost. And even when things were the worst and the hardest for us, they still don't come anywhere close to how hard things are for some other people around the world. Even some other people that, go to my school. And I end up feeling, kind of guilty. But the truth is that I believe that we've all been blessed to be a blessing. Even the people that are living in really hard situations. And I believe that we're all called to use our blessings to bless others. To use what God has given us to serve Him and to help other people. Right? So I think that no matter who we are, we've all been blessed by God. And I don't think we're supposed to feel ashamed for the blessings that God has given us. But I do think that no matter what we have, whether it's a little or a lot, we're supposed to use what God has given us to serve Him and to help other people. There was this one time, where Jesus saw, there were some really rich people who were coming and they were putting a ton of money in the offering, but then there was another lady who came and she put just a very little bit. And God was so much more blessed by that tiny little bit because that was all she had. And so those rich people were giving out of their wealth, but the woman who gave out of her poverty, that meant even more to God. And so if you have a very little, I don't want you to feel like God has forgotten you, because He hasn't. And the Bible says that if you are a follower of Jesus, that you will be rewarded for the hard things you've gone through. And I also want to encourage you that if you feel like you have a lot, not to feel guilty about what God has given you or ashamed about what God has given you, but instead see how you can use what God has given you to make the world a better place, to help other people and to serve God. And so my challenge to you guys today is that no matter how much you have, whether you have a lot or a little, that you would use the blessings that God has given you to bless others. Don't worry about feeling like you have too much or too little. No matter what you have, you can use it to bless others and to serve God. And I've mostly been talking about money, but this applies to all the blessings in your life, right? You might think that you're not that talented, or you might think that you are that talented. No matter how talented you are, no matter how much you have, no matter what you have, you can use it to serve God. You and I have been blessed to be a blessing. Hey guys, I hope you liked this video. And yeah, I really hope that you will use whatever God has given you to help others, to serve God, and to make the world a better place. Because again, whether you got a whole lot or a teeny tiny little bit, God can and will use that to make the world a better place. You guys are the best, and do not forget that you have been blessed to be a blessing.